Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Joe from Family Camp Tents, and today I have a new tent from Snow Peak. So this is Snow Peak Tuga Tent. As of the moment of recording this video and writing this post in my site, you can find this tent only on the sites, stores of this brand, Snow Peak. They have stores throughout the globe, so this is the only place where you can find it. If you are familiar with this brand, then you will probably notice that the shape of this tent is quite similar to some other tents, like this Zika, which is larger, and also this Snow Peak entry two-room Elfield tent. Common feature in this tent is that you have an inner tent, which is just sleeping area, so the tent within a tent, and then massive shell or full coverage fly, which creates something that you can describe vestibule or just a floorless room. So this floorless area is huge here as well. You will see the numbers below, and the inner tent is attached to one side of the tent. So you see here it is here in this picture, and the rest is floorless living area. This is the view of the inner tent attached to the shell, and you can immediately see its doors. So it has this huge D-shaped door on the area where on the exit to the vestibule, to the living area, and there are two doors on the rear side, because the main shell tent has four huge doors on each of its sides. Two of them you can see here. There is one behind on the rear side, and you see more here. So this is the main door on the front of the vestibule or living room, and there are these two side doors and one rear door behind the inner tent. All these doors, 4 external and 3 inner doors, are double layer, so you have full size zippered mesh and full size zippered panels. And there are also 2 windows. You can see one here, and there is another one on the other side, and they are also double layer, huge. So you have fixed mesh and zippered panels. So with all these mesh around, you can have great views, and you can also regulate privacy and airflow circulation. These doors are gigantic. You have around 3 meters here on the front. You can practically enter with a car. When you see this tent, you realize that it needs some work when you want to pitch it. So I have Alpha Breeze, which has some features similar to this tent, and what is similar is this ridge roof pole and 2 A-shaped A-frame poles on the sides. So it is essential that you put first this roof pole in place and then put those A-frame poles on the sides. This roof pole actually enters the A-frame poles on the sides. And when you do this, then you can raise the tent from the ground and start adding the remaining poles. The inner tent can remain attached to the shell tent, so when you raise the tent, the shell, the inner tent will be in place. Note that those A-frame poles on the sides have letters L and R, so there is nothing to guess. The remaining poles are also with color coding. So there is a lot of work here, but with practice it can become easy. What makes the setup of this tent much easier than, for example, my Alpha Breeze tent is that the frame is from outside, so you don't attach a fly on it. In my case, in my Alpha Breeze Snow Peak Alpha Breeze tent, I use it for solo camping, and then attaching the fly can be tricky because the tent is quite tall. This is not so here. When you raise the frame, you practically raise the shell, the fly, and then if the inner tent is pre-attached, everything is raised from the ground. There is a video here when you can see some details. Regarding materials, well, the frame, all the poles are duralumin, and this is strong and thick material. There are 7 of them, and the fabric, it's a mixture of several different fabrics relating D value, denier value, and related to the waterproof rating. So on the roof you have 3000 millimeters, and this is 75D polyester. The walls are also 75D polyester, but you have 18 millimeters rating. Remember that with this brand, when I say 3000 millimeters or 1800 millimeters, this means minimum. At least this rating you have. Actually, it is more. These tents are normally, tents from this brand are fully waterproof. I know this from my own experience. The inner tent is 68D polyester taffeta, so this is the same as in my Alpha Breeze. And the floor of the inner tent is 210D polyester. And waterproof rating is 1800 millimeters minimum. This is lower than what I have in my tent. Now, regarding the ventilation, well, with so many huge doors and windows, all of them with mesh, all 7 doors, inner and outer, are with mesh, and the same is with the windows. You will never have problem to regulate airflow as long as the sky is clear and you can keep them open. But when you have to close the tent, then you have to rely on the vents that they have added. There are 2 of them on the roof. You can have some flow, airflow underneath the fly from the ground, but it's fair to say that in this tent you don't have floor vents, and this is what makes them this tent different from some other tents from this brand, where you have some really nicely designed floor vents. So in this sense, it's a bit behind some of the other tents from this brand. Now, regarding the best use, regarding the capacity, the tent is officially for 4 people. So the inner tent has around 7 square meters, and this is actually the same what I have in my Alpha Breeze tent. But the vestibule here is around 14 square meters. They don't give numbers. This is my estimate based on the numbers that they give for the floor plan and some other numbers. So this is the inner tent, the gray area, and its dimensions are such that indeed you can put easily 4 sleeping pads on the floor, and the rest is the floorless living room, where you can use all your camping furniture. So this tent has around 21 square meters of the protected area. For 4 people, this is a real camping castle. Regarding the best seasons for this tent and climate, they don't say anything about this, but when you see all the features of this tent, I can tell you, you can use it year-round. You have huge waterproof protection. The inner tent is fully protected underneath the fly, which is fully closable. You can see here the tent with the closed vestibule. You can also close all these openings on the doors and windows. So fully closable, huge waterproof rating. The tent is tall. It is 225 centimeters. I missed to say, perhaps 225 centimeters, but as you see, the shape is quite aerodynamic, so it should work well even in windy places. Regarding the weight, that's not its best feature, so you have around 25 kilograms. Obviously, you wouldn't want to carry it anywhere. The carry bag looks bulky, but actually my rating for it is quite high. I will show you the rating for this. For the pack size, it's 8.6. I rate the weight and pack size and also area per person with respect to overall size of the tent. So the pack size actually is very good for the 21 square meters of the tent that you have. But yes, the weight is, I would say the tent is on the heavy side. So these are my cons. Heavy, expensive, there are no low vents. On the other hand, you have huge area for 4 people. It's a high quality product with full protection, very tall, and the pack size is actually very good for its overall size. I mentioned here in the text that they offer some accessories for this tent, so you can order a shield roof. So this is extra piece that you can add on the tent itself. It has 3000 millimeters, and remember the roof itself has 3000. So if you would add this, then well, you will never have a leak in any case. But this is also to give some protection from the sunlight. This will make the tent cooler. And they also offer ground sheet, so you have an inner ground sheet that you can use in the inner tent, and also a footprint underneath it to protect the floor. So this will really add to the protection and also to the comfort of this tent. So I think I will stop here. This is an excellent tent. I have included it in my list of best 4-person family camping tents. High quality, high price as well, but you have a really reliable brand, Japanese brand behind this tent. I can fully recommend it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, follow the link below the video so you can come here and read this text in detail, and give me a like if you find this presentation useful.